welcome to my channel, Gumnut Lane Wearable Art Jewellery. I'm Linda. Today we're going to be working on an earring. Oops. This is just the design of the earring that we're going to be doing. I call it the hurricane. The cyclone. Sorry, the cyclone is what we call it here in Australia. You guys call it the hurricane, or depending on where you're from. I've added some beads across the top here. You don't have to do that. You can just leave it as an open spiral. Yeah, so anyway, let's get started. I'll tell you what we need. A drop bead. I've got these beautiful, I just think these are stunning. I love these beads. They're drilled from top to bottom. A little, what are these called? Melon beads. That's a little Czech melon bead. I've got a couple of, three actually, gold magatamas, and a little gold prism shape, hexagonal type little bead there. A daisy spacer, just a tiny little gold one. A couple of size 11 Duracoat gold beads, and ear wire. And okay, and a piece of 18 gauge wire. Now you can do this on 20 gauge if you like, totally up to you what gauge of wire you use. Measurement on this one, it's not exact because I'll probably be cutting it down. Let's see here what we got. It's about 25 centimeters, which would be just about roughly about 10 inches. Okay, you're going to need your chain nose, your round nose pliers, chain nose, and cutters. Also going to need some 28 gauge wire as well. We won't need very much of that. That's just if you're going to wrap the beads onto the onto the cyclone. Okay, we're going to start in the middle of our wire, grabbing our round nose pliers. So just roughly eyeball where the middle would be. Okay, we're going to grab our wire roughly in the middle, or as close to the middle as you can get, down to the largest part of our chain nose pliers, and we're going to bend that one around that way and grab this one here and bring it around this way, so you have like an S, if you can see that. And now it's just a matter of following that around, keeping them, you know, not up against each other. You want to have a gap. So this one comes around. Just going slowly, no need to rush. Just trying to keep them equal distances away from each other. I've just got to swap hands here for a second. I just want to count how many times I've gone around in this one. So 1, 2, and don't like the shape of that one there. Doesn't usually give me this much trouble. My goodness. It's probably because I'm on camera. I know I use that as an excuse a lot, but it's a lot harder to do this on camera. I don't know how other people do it. Okay, I'm going to stop and I'll come back and I'm going to take this bump out here and I'm not going to make you watch me try and do it. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, I'm back. I've got that where I want it now. Much easier to do off camera. Okay, so that's what we're looking at there. So I'm going to take that off the round nose pliers. I should have mentioned too, you need your nylon jewel pliers as well. And we're just going to give that a squeeze to get it all nice and flat. You can also pop this on your block and just use your rubber mallet as well, which I might do a little bit later. Okay, now we're going to grab our cutters. Going this way. And I want to cut off about that much of my wire. And I'm going to turn a loop. Which way have I got that one going? That way? I want to go the opposite way. It doesn't matter, you can do it either way and just turn it around anyway. So I'm just going to grab that loop, grab that end rather, make sure you can't feel it. And give it a twist. Just like that. And then do the same thing on the other side. And twist it. So that's what your pieces should be looking like. And I'm just going to grab my hammer and mallet and I'll be back in a sec. Okay, I've got my hammer, not a hammer and mallet, hammer and bench block, sorry. Words are just so hard sometimes. So I'm just going to give that a hammer. On both sides. This is straightening it and also work hardening it. And don't get your finger. Okay, that looks good to me. Just move those out of the way. Now, oh, I forgot to tell you we need a head pin as well. I'm so organised. I'll be back in a sec. I'll just grab a head pin. Okay, back. I've got my head pin. I've got a bald head pin, a ball head pin here. I'll leave a list of supplies down in the show more section below this video. Yeah, because I'm not on the ball today. All right, so from here I'm going to grab a little daisy spacer. Pop that on the head pin. Our bead. And the little gold bead. I can't think of what it's actually called. And we're just going to turn a wide loop. Just like that. Grabbing your chain nose pliers, holding on to that loop, and then just wire wrapping. Okay, grabbing cutters, taking that little end off. Chain nose pliers, pushing the end down so it's not sticking out. Just checking with your thumb or finger to see if it's nice and smooth. Opening up our loop, popping that on, closing the loop back up again. Okay, now we're going to do our little decoration at the top. This is just a really easy pair of earrings, guys. No brain drain on this one. Grabbing a piece of 28 gauge wire. You don't need a very long piece. I would say roughly about 8 inches. 6 to 8 inches. Just, gosh, I'm no good with inches anymore, sorry. That's what happens when you go metric. Alright, now, where did I start this? Okay, just coming up inside. I'm going to do these opposite ways so they're different. Coming up inside this loop, which is the second loop in, and I'm just going to go down. Goodness, come on, Linda. Okay, just feeding that wire back up again. How did I get it down there? Okay, straightening that out, I'm going to start again. Just feeding that wire through. Okay, that should do to secure it. That's about 4 wraps I've got there. I'm going to cut that tail off that. Get my chain nose pliers and just push that down. Making sure you can't feel it. Okay, that's good. Bring this other tail back up through the middle. Honestly, don't know what happens to me sometimes when I get on camera. It's like I go blank or something. Grab it with those ones. Get my fine ones. There we go. Pull it in nice and tight. Squish them together. Grab your melon bead or whatever bead you're using. Thread that on. And then bring it across. wire wrap it onto the middle loop there. And pull that nice and tight. Straighten your wire out if you've bent it at all or it's got some kinks in it. Picking up one of your 11-ohs. We're just going to wire wrap that around once. Just trying to get that to sit up on top of that wire there. There we go. Okay, picking up the 3 magatamas. I just cut my fingernails the other day and I don't think I should have done that. I'm trying to get used to using my hands without fingernails on them. Just getting those magatamas to all face the same way. Picking up the last 11-oh. And then just positioning it I know what the problem is. I've got one of those magatamas on the back on the wrong way. It's not sitting properly. Okay, hopefully that's right this time. No, now that one's on the wrong way. All right, I'll get this sorted out and I'll come back. Okay, I got that sorted. I had a good giggle while I was off camera as well. Just how I was giggling at how awkward I can make this look sometimes. Okay, so then we're just going to thread that last 11-oh on. Just going to wrap around 3 or 4 times, nice and tight and neat. All your wraps next to each other. Grabbing your cutters, cutting off that bit of wire as close to the frame as you can get, tucking it in, feeling it nice and smooth. Okay, last thing we have to do is add on our ear wire. This is a new style of ear wire I've been doing lately with the curve in it rather than just a straight up point. I think it looks very elegant. I'll show you that one if you'd like to learn it. If you want to leave a comment down below asking to learn how to make that, I will certainly show you. And I'll put that on back to front. See, every time I'll do something ridiculous. There we go. Well, at least hopefully you get a giggle out of my clumsiness and stupidity. All right, move all this aside. There we go, guys. So a pair of earrings, and I did want to do those around the other way, and I didn't, which is not a problem. I can easily fix that up. I want to move that down a little bit more, so it's more in line with that one. And I'll just tighten those springs up a little bit, the coils rather, make them look a bit neater. But as I said, you can leave them plain without the beads on it, add whatever kind of bead you would like to it. Just have a little play around, experiment, and see what you like. But I think they're very pretty earrings, very eye-catching. Yeah, and I did want to have these on that side, so I will fix those up. All right, guys, that's it for me for today. Hope you all enjoyed that. Please give me a like down the bottom if you did. As I mentioned in my last video, the likes just let YouTube know that you like to see more of my videos. It doesn't cost you anything to like, doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. So I'm putting this work out here. I'm not charging anybody anything for it. It's all free, and it is my time and effort, and all I ask for is a little bit of respect in return by hitting the like button and subscribing. That'd be great. Everyone have a good one. See you all in the next video. Bye.